You're tuned in to the Thinking Out Loud radio show, giving voice to issues that matter to you.
Advice from best-selling author Sylvia Hubbard. Guys, I know you're enjoying our interview with her on Thinking Out Loud radio show and Thinking Out Loud TV, our YouTube channel. So glad to have her on to talk about book writing and give us some tips on, what we can do. I'm sure there are those that are watching on today and even listening that have a book in them that they want to get out, a story that they want to share with the world, but they don't know how to get it out. That it's in them and they don't know how to get it out. We've got an expert with us, and so I want to know from you, from your perspective, how do you or what would you share with those that are listening and watching on how to get that story out? What are some ways or some methods that you would suggest or recommend that they do to get that story out?
Well, I usually say if you're not a seasoned writer, don't think you can become just a pantser, because there's either a plotter or a pantser as a writer. You're either one or the other, or there's a gray area when you're kind of in between, and I'll get to that one. So in the beginning, you pick a side. You're a plotter or a pantser. Either way, you're going to first come up with your characters, and even in nonfiction, your characters are your themes, or the what is happening. The scene itself becomes the character in a nonfiction book. And then you work that into putting that down on paper. Immediately start writing about the characters of the book and what is going to happen by the end. So then you make your promise to your readers. So once you have your characters and once you have your promise, you have the direction of where you want to go. And I usually tell people, write all of this down. Don't be saying, oh, I got it all up here. I know what to do. Write it all down. I usually have like a throw up. I call it a throw up sheet, where I'll throw the idea up on paper. I have the characters, their backstory, where they come from, why are they like this, their idiosyncrasies, their faults, their descriptions, and everything. For nonfiction authors, I usually say, put your scene, put the situation that brought this to life. Because there's usually something in a nonfiction book that this is why I have to write this. And then you write down your promise. Your promise is that I'm going to make these characters fall in love, or I'm going to teach people how to motivate themselves even in depression. So that is your promise to your authors. And then once you have that, like I said, you have the direction of planning it out. In nonfiction, you can start with chapter 1. Chapter 1 takes place, or you can start with your 3 arcs. They call it the 3 arcs. So you start with your beginning, your middle, and your end. And you can use that on both sides, in nonfiction and fiction. Literally just go through what happens at the beginning, what changes their minds, what prompts you to get your point across of this is why this happens, and then write the conclusion. You can do that all in a 2-sheet method if you want, or take it chapter by chapter by chapter. And basically that's how you get it.
Wow, guys, I know if you're listening on today, I hope you are taking notes, because this is some very valuable insights that you're getting on how to write a book, how to get that story out from someone that's been doing it for 20 years and has amassed over 50 books and is a best-selling author. And we appreciate her coming on the show, sharing that kind of information with us.
Yes. And if you really want to finish that book, because I've given you a template of what you need to do. Mm-hmm. And if you really want to finish that book in a timeless, say you say, I'm going to finish this in 3 months, but that's your CP time. We know.
Right.
We know. If we want to put you down 3 months, winka, 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 you know. But if you really want to stick to that 3 months, I tell people, write it down and type it out, print it out, and put it in a binder. And carry that binder everywhere. I don't care where you're going to the grocery store, put that binder next to your wallet, walk out the door. You go into the bank, put that binder in your bag. You will get tired of carrying that binder. It's just like you carrying a baby. Every time you get that baby on the ground, you're trying to teach it to walk because you're tired of holding it on your hip. It's just the same. Carry that thing around, and as it gets heavier and heavier and heavier, you're gonna be like, oh, I gotta finish this. I gotta finish it. And people just, hey, I do it to myself. I keep it, and I'm just like, okay, I gotta finish this book because it's getting annoying. My purse is too heavy. I can't wear my Kate Spade purse because it's messing up the inside. Oh no, we gotta let's hurry up so we can get a lighter book in there.
Wow.
But you carry that binder every day, you will eventually just get sick and tired. Other than that, your shoulder gonna have different whelps. Just be like, okay, I gotta get rid of it. So I usually say carry it around.